Hi, this is Adrian at 18 Echo SF. I thought I'd do a video today and show you a really neat product that I just found out about 2 weeks ago on a YouTube video channel that I subscribe to called The Power Factor Show. For any of you who've never seen that particular YouTube channel, you might want to check it out. It's really fabulous. I don't happen to be a firearms competitor, but the show has so much great information concerning handguns, rifles, and shotguns from a competitive standpoint that it does carry over onto the defensive side of firearms. So I happen to subscribe to that channel, and one of the moderators, Rick, showed these Dryfire practice targets that took it a step further from what he himself and a lot of other people have done by just taking a piece of cardboard and cutting them out. But this company that is up in Lake Stevens, Washington, it's called Shotmaster. It's a very small company, and they're making these wooden Dryfire practice targets in two configurations, one for IDPA and one for USPSA. And I decided to get a set to use in my garage for Dryfire, which is exactly how Rick had specified they would, best be used. I did make, I'll show them to you in just a second, but I did make one slight change when they arrived, which you can see. I took the center circle on each of the targets, and I used a Sharpie marker, and I filled in the circle with the black marker to make it a little bit easier to see from across the room. And I also put a mark dead center of that circle to give me a focal point. Anyway, these are very inexpensive. They cost $20. It's kind of an introductory price right now, but $20 for the set, and $15 shipping. So I actually got two of my friends and convinced them to get a set. So we split the shipping. So it wound up costing each of us $25 to have the four targets, each of us. They're really a neat addition to, excuse me, to my training, particularly on the dry fire side, because you can put them up in your garage, 10, 15 feet away, and replicate a distance, out to even about 50 yards. They're really kind of a neat product. And again, there's four of them, and let me just reach ahead here. They make this is the smallest one and I have my four separated around the garage. I don't keep them all in the same place, but they come in four sizes, as you can see. Here's the second largest one. And then, of course, the third one, which is, again, gets, slightly bigger. And then the fourth one, which is the largest. So, as I said, they come in both IDPA and USPSA versions. I happen to get the IDPA version. And they're just, I think, a fantastic addition to your training regimen. So I'm going to put a link in the remarks section. Shotmaster doesn't have a true website. He does all of his stuff on Facebook. His name's Donald Owen, really very great to work with. Responded to me instantly with a couple questions that I had. They told me exactly when the targets were going to be made and when they'd be shipped, and they even got them to me a few days prior to that. So something I think you should really look into. So what I'll do, I'll put a link to the Power Factor show that showed these targets, and I'll explain what the minute marker is where it starts because it was at the end of that particular video. And then I'll also put a link to the Shotmaster Facebook page so that you can go, take a look and see what it's all about. But if you're looking for a way to do a little bit more with Dryfire, and you have room in your home or in your garage, it's, I think, a really nice thing that he's done to make these, particularly since, like I said, they're pretty inexpensive. They're made of wood, and they have the markings on them for both scoring systems for the two games, IDPA and USPSA. He is also thinking about removing the scoring marks and his logo, which happens to be at the bottom. Let me just show you. See which one I can find here. Yeah, you'll be able to see he's got that, on the bottom of them with the scoring marks. But he's had some requests to remove those. Excuse me again. And he may offer them both ways down the road. So again, I hope this was helpful, and that it might be something that will help you, like it's already begun to help me. I've already used them in my garage, and it's really worked out fantastic. So stay well and safe out there, folks.